Welcome back to another Fast Food Toy Reviews video review. Today we have the Little Mermaid, set of 4 fun little collectible toys released by McDonald's back in 1998. Now this was a European exclusive set, not released in the United States. So let's get them opened up and have a closer look. So the first one in the set consists of Glut the Shark and Flounder right here. And so there's no specific names for each particular toy. So there's 4 toys in this set. We're just going to kind of wing it here. So you can see there are all 4 toys. And then you flip it over on the back and it shows basic instructions for all the toys in the set. So here we have Glut, the great white shark. And let's see what's going on with him. So he's just a basic plastic toy. But you can rotate his tail like this here if you'd like. So I suppose you can make it look like this or like this, however you want. I think we'll just leave the white part up. And then you have this base right here with Flounder. So there is Flounder right there. And it looks like some kind of ship wreckage because you have the anchor there and some coral stuff going on there. Kind of looks like wood. So it's super heavy. And I believe that's because there's like magnets in there. And then there's a little magnet with the shark. And so what you do is you kind of like push it like this and he floats right there. He just like, it's magnetized. And then it kind of moves. And I thought, well, maybe you're supposed to push this like he's chasing Flounder. And you can get it to kind of slide and move like this. But actually, after messing with it, what you do is you take it like this. And you just kind of like carefully, you have to carefully rest it right here. There's a little notch right there. And he floats. Look at this. So you have the polar opposite, polar attraction thing with the magnets. Let me show you up close. See that little notch right there? All you do is you take the shark and you kind of rest it up under that. And let me show you. Let's see if I can get it to do it. It's a little tricky. But look at that. He's kind of hovering and floating there. And he just kind of bounces along. And it looks like his nose is supposed to be stuck chasing poor Flounder there. He's hiding inside like, I guess we'll call this maybe a ship wall or something. I'm not really sure what to make of it. If you have any thoughts, let me know what you think about this one. It's really cool, though. I can appreciate it. You don't see this very often with this little floaty magnet gimmick. But if you look closely, yeah, he's just hovering there. Kinda. You got to mess with it. It's almost like a floating balancing toy, if you will. It's easier if you just set it on the table and just kind of do this right here. And you got to get it lined up just right. And he will balance, kind of, sort of. But I think we got it. So there you go. It's Flounder and Glut. Next up in the set, we have Sebastian the crab. So let's spin him around here for you. He looks kind of cool, right? And he's got a little wind-up gimmick you can see right there. So any other moving bits? Let's see, does his arms move? Nope, they're all just kind of fixed into place. So let's wind him up and find out what he does. Hopefully the wind-up gimmick works well. These toys get older, the wind-up gimmick tends to fail, but I think we might get lucky here. Let's see. He's not moving very fast, but he is moving. Let's chance it here, and let's try to wind him up a little more. Hopefully we can get him to work. He's supposed to scuttle along. And let's see here. Do we get it enough? Let's try it. He's kind of scuttling. Come on, Sebastian. Come on, buddy. Oh, I think we're getting it. I think he just needed a little help, a little bump. So he's kind of going really slow. I bet you he's supposed to go faster, but I think due to the age of the toy, it's kind of aged out a little bit. But if you mess with this wind-up gimmick a little too much, it's probably going to stop working. But at least we got to see him scuttle a little bit. I'm going to take a chance here, and I'm going to wind them up just a little bit more. And let's see what happens. Here we go. One more time. Oh, that's a little bit better. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Very simple gimmick, and yet very entertaining, even though he's going super slow. Oh, that's good stuff. Anyway, there you go, everyone. It's Sebastian. Next up in the set, we have Scuttle the seagull. That's right. It's Scuttle, and he's supposed to be a water toy. You can see his little feet right there. They have little flappers on them and a little wind-up gimmick on the side. So let me show you the instructions because of the age of the toy, I'm not going to put them in water. As much as I really want to, I don't want to ruin it. So you can see right there, it illustrates on the instructions that you basically just wind him up and his little feet will flap back and forth and up and down, and he will just paddle through the water. So let's see if we can wind him up, at least get his little feetsies to move. Let's see if the wind up still works. Well, that's really tight. Little feetsies are just waggling along. So you can see what he does. But I'll tell you, with the age of the toy and everything, you know, how hard these are to replace, it's not worth putting them in the water. As a collector, it's fine. There you go. You can see what he does. Use your imagination and pretend like he's floating in the water and just backpedaling along, scooting along, scuttling along. Anyway, there you go. It's a Scuttle. And last up in the set, we have Ariel in her locking chest. That's right. There's a gimmick with this. So Ariel is just a basic rubbery, solid rubber molded figurine that pegs onto the top of this chest right here. So here's a look at the back. Very nice, lovely looking little figurine. And so again, all you do is you peg her onto the top right here, just like this. And then you have the treasure chest right here. So let's spin this around here for you. There's the back and there's the other side right there. There's underneath. And so this is like a lockbox, kind of like a tricky little thing. So you open this up like this, and inside you have a, well, I guess you can call it a trident or a fork. It's a little plastic trident fork right there. Now, it doesn't look like she can hold it, so I don't know exactly what you do with it. I suppose you could eat with it, I guess. Maybe do a little fondue or something. I don't know. So what you do is you slide this back inside this little drawer. You slide this like this, and then there's little arrows right here. See that, kind of like a little arrow right there? So you turn this, and you can hear it moving. Listen. That's like a little trick locking mechanism in there. So you turn it this way, and it locks. See? Now it won't open. And then you flip it back this way, and then now it'll open. Look at this. How cool is that? It's like a secret little lockbox. So it's not very big, but I suppose you can probably put, you know, some stamps or some coins or, you know, whatever might fit in there, some little tiny trinkets or something. And then you just close it back up and lock it up, and there you go. So anyway, there it is, the Ariel locking treasure box. And there you have it, everyone. The Little Mermaid set of 4 fun little collectible toys released by McDonald's back in 1998. Now, remember, this was an imported set released exclusively in Europe and not released in the U.S. This is a great little collectible Disney set, perfect for the hardcore Disney collector. You got to get this in your collection. It looks wonderful on display. I know I say that a lot, but this one is definitely a winner. Look at how it just sits there, the way it's all you can get all, except for Scuttle. I had to use a little stand for Scuttle, but other than that, he still looks great laying down as well. But it's a beautiful set. It's super rare. If you can get it in your collection, you'll be happy that you have it. And that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. See you again next time.